New York City, a magical land filled with pizza, bagels, and dreams. But New York City has many secrets. Secrets people all around us are trying to keep covered up. Secrets that would rock your world. In today's madventure, we start in the meadows of Tompkin Square Park, where Ivan and Madison, two unlikely heroes, are about to embark on the madventurous quest to uncover these secrets, achieve the status of true New Yorker, and change our world forever.
We are going to be exploring the obscure, the unknown, the things in New York City, food-wise, that only people from New York City are going to know.
I'm so excited. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We are pretty hungry.
Wow.
We're gonna go get some breakfast at Tompkin Square Bagel. Let's go! We are at Tompkin Square Bagels for our first New York classic you may have never heard of, the bacon, egg, and cheese. Now, Tompkin Square Bagels is one of our absolute favorite bagels that we've tried in all of New York City. We've never had a bacon, egg, and cheese before. So a lot of the New York City classics that we're talking about today are all about convenience. The bacon, egg, and cheese really took off when New York City was a thriving industry filled with factories. The bacon, egg, and cheese was the perfect, convenient way to start off a work day. Grab something convenient, but also very filling. Bacon, egg, and cheese is such a big deal in New York City that they literally have an abbreviation for it, the B.E.C, and it is like all over the place. Like when you ride the subway, half of the ads for DoorDash are like, get your bacon, egg, and cheese even more easily through DoorDash, and like, get your B.E.C. Like it's wild. Like the popularity of this is absolutely insane. And I mean, yeah, just look at this. Wow. This was on the list of one of the top bacon, egg, and cheeses in the entire city. So we had to come here because I already know I love their bagels, so I'm excited to have more. This is just a delicious classic. I see why this one's so popular.
You got the McDonald's vibes at that level of nostalgia.
It's American cheese. The egg is just these perfect little thin layers of egg. The bacon, it's just your classic bacon. They didn't do anything too fancy with it. Now their bagels, we got everything bagel. Their bagels are outrageously delicious at all times. But it's really just allowing the classics to do what they do best. The egg, creamy, fluffy, the bacon adding just the right amount of salt and crispiness. And then the cheese, of course, tying it all together is a good classic dish. Perfect way to start the morning.
The pair were feeling pretty confident, having unlocked the secrets of the New York breakfast game. But for the next task, they must travel back in time to a historic drink wildly popular in the early 1900s.
This is the egg cream, which consists of neither egg nor cream. Seltzer, milk, and typically chocolate syrup, but we read that we went to Ray's candy shop to get this. We read that his favorite is the black and white chocolate and vanilla mix, so that's what we got. Super excited.
Before we even have it, I have a theory. So I had no idea what to expect when I heard about this concoction and its ingredients, but when I saw it being made, something clicked for me. The seltzer is like root beer. The milk is like ice cream, right? And the syrup is like the flavoring. So it's like a root beer float, is my theory. So we are going to find out.
I'm excited.
I do love root beer floats.
Take a sip of that. I think your theory is relatively spot on. I think this is probably a healthier version. I see where you would choose this over it because it is more of a drink.
This, you're just sipping this.
Yeah, this
No
you
problem.
can get with your lunch. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm splurging for dessert. It's like, oh, instead of a soda, I'm gonna get my egg cream. Man, this is pretty good. The chocolate and vanilla blend really well in here with the milk. It is just delicious and perfect. The idea of like chocolate, syrup, and seltzer sounds so bizarre, but that mixed with the milk here for this perfect creamy, carbonated, sweet deliciousness is surprisingly incredible. So we went to Ray's Candy Shop to get this because I read that it is just the absolute best. I mean, you can tell that it's going to be amazing just from the storefront itself. This is such a historic piece of New York City that we're getting to drink right now, and getting to taste it from such a historic place makes it all the more special.
The egg cream is almost so esoteric or so obscure that even New Yorkers, people who've lived here for a number of years, they may not even know what this is. And now we do, and you do too.
Yeah. If they've lived here for multiple generations,
right.
they know.
And if they know, they have their opinions and they will tell them to you.
Yeah.
So we have a small sample size. We can't necessarily say that this is the best egg cream in the world, but it's a darn good one.
It is pretty freaking good. And what's cool about the egg cream is that it is a little bit of a mystery why it's even called an egg cream. They think that perhaps at some point there were like egg whites involved in making it so foamy. One of the theories is that it comes from Yiddish echt kiem, which means pure sweetness, which it is. Satisfied. Two satisfied customers. So now we are headed to Harlem to get something that Ivan has been talking to me about for years now. Like, this has been hyped up for so long.
To uncover this next secret, we must travel deep into Ivan's YouTube search history, to a First We Feast video he watched long, long ago.
Got with me the chopped cheese from Haji's Deli, the birthplace of the chopped cheese. The chopped cheese is many things. It is a New York staple. It is a bodega classic. A bodega is a one-stop shop, your corner shop. It's you know, for a New Yorker, you have your favorite bodega. That's the one you go to. You're friends with the person who operates the place. When you're a little kid, they spot you money for candy. Like, bodega is a part of New York City culture through and through. A chopped cheese is an essential piece of that bodega story. And so what is it? A chopped cheese is basically a cheeseburger transformed into a sandwich. Why do I care so much about chopped cheese? Well, I love burgers. On the First We Feast YouTube channel, they talk about the history, the origin, different styles of burgers. The chopped cheese is one that really got my interest. You know, this makes a lot of sense because I'm not a huge fan of sandwiches, but I like when you put like the veggies in it, you round out the meal. So I thought chopped cheese is the perfect marriage between a well-balanced sandwich and a cheeseburger. So we got the ground beef right here with the cheese all over. Tomato, lettuce, chopped lettuce, and onions in there. You got some ketchup on the top, all on this hero roll. You start with your patty, smash that on there, get the nice sear on it, and then caramelized onions. Then you add slices of American cheese. Very important, American cheese, nothing else. Don't take any replacement. It needs to be that ooey gooey texture. And then you scoop all of that up and put it on top of the hoagie roll, and then put your toppings, close it up, ready to go. It's ready in like 3 minutes flat. Something that's fast, easy, delicious, but also cheap. Feel like that was a lot, but I am ready to eat it. I just had to share all of that. Really, right off the bat, it's a lot better than the chopped cheese I tried to make. Yeah, Haji's! Look at that! They know!
Everybody knows.
Everyone knows.
Word has gotten to.
So just to prove how much of like an iconic and special part of New York culture is this bag, white, indescript, like paper bag, a whole block away from Haji's. They recognized it.
The hype is real.
The hype is very real indeed.
And is it worth it? Is the hype?
And the hype lives up to it, no doubt. So I would say the crispness on the bun is like that great first kind of first impression you get when you bite into it. Now, the reason I always like chopped cheese, or like the idea of chopped cheese, is because you're getting the best of both worlds. One, you're getting the Maillard effect, So like the burn, the sear on the edge of the meat, right? Because you're putting it there first, but then you're chopping it up, and that's mixing all the ooey gooey cheese into like every nook and cranny of the meat, and it's like this perfectly distributed piece. You're not going to find like any piece of meat in here that isn't accompanied with some American cheese, right? And that combination is what you're going for in a regular cheeseburger. And again, this part is not for everyone, but I love a bit of freshness in my burgers, right? Like, I'm the guy that gets the Chick-fil-A deluxe sandwich because I like the lettuce, I like the tomato. So putting that in there like makes this really feel like a meal, as opposed to like fast food. Like, I could eat this for dinner and feel good with myself. Whether or not there's much reality in that, that's a whole nother story, but I feel good, and that's what matters right now. And you like hear the clanking of them like cutting it up, and like, are they just doing this for show? No, the reason they do it is to get the mince on that, the individual pieces so small, and that matters. That helps with the distribution.
Why you put it on your lips?
All right. All right, Fred.
No, this is a good job. This is outstanding. We finally shared. No, it's just so like moist and flavorful and delicious, and like, yeah, it really is like just perfect the way the veggies pair with the meat and cheese combo. The flavors are so there. Like, it's so flavorful. I love this.
I don't commercial thing. I don't commercial thing.
Just
Nah,
YouTube.
just a YouTube video.
With one secret left to uncover, the weather matched their mood. Everything they've tried today was delicious. New York City, its people and its culture are incredible. And once they unveiled the final secret, they would have to leave this city, leave this country, and leave the continent. For unrelated reasons. Their final madventurous chapter in New York City had to involve a walk down memory lane to a place they visited many times before.
So the bad news, it's raining, it's pouring, my shoes are soaked. But the good news is there is no line at all for Adel's, the place we have waited over an hour for in the past. The line backs up all the way down the street. And we are right here.
Incredible.
Hey. Get one lamb over rice, spicy.
Lemon spicy rice.
White size hot sauce.
Yes.
The final absolutely iconic New York City food is halal carts. We went to Adel's, which is one of our absolute favorites. We have made it a point to try not to visit the same place multiple times while we've been living in New York City, because there's just so many incredible options available here. But Adel's is one of the biggest exceptions to that rule. We have been so many times in cold, wet rain like we did today, which is why I've already showered. When we got home, we were completely drenched. In the super hot summertime, in 10-minute long lines, and in almost 2-hour long lines. It almost feels like we're taking our marriage vows here. For better, for worse, for sickness and in health, we have Adel's halal cart. One choice in my mind, which is the lamb over rice with spicy rice and hot and white sauce. That is the move, in my opinion. Adel's is right next to Rockefeller Center, right across from Radio City Music Hall. It is honestly in a very touristy nightmare of an area, so the fact that so many locals are willing to stand in a super long line to get it is just a testament to how absolutely incredible this food is. So we got the lamb over spicy rice with white sauce and hot sauce. They also threw some pita in there and lettuce, so now it's healthy. First time we tried it, we were with some local New Yorkers halfway across town, and they were like, oh, we need to go here to get food and then leave. Like, we were in a hurry to get somewhere else. But they wanted to go all the way out of the way, pay subway fee 2 more times than we needed to just to get this. It's that good. I've had this so many times and I'm still so excited for it. Like, that's how delicious it is. Oh my gosh. And it is just phenomenal. It's tender. The seasoning is incredible. It's so rich. It's so flavorful and delicious and just like fatty and wonderful. The white sauce is like this garlic yogurt sauce. And we think the rice has the lamb fat in it. It's actually got quite a little bit of a kick to it, and like, it's so good. Then you got lettuce, so you feel like you're making a healthy choice, which is great. Like, here I am getting my vegetables in. I love it.
Adel's is my top recommendation for food in New York City, hands down. All the New York classics we tried today have been so delicious. Haji's was everything Ivan has been dreaming of for years and so much more. The egg cream was the biggest surprise. I had no idea how incredibly yummy that would be. The B.E.C was a taste of nostalgia. This city is so rich in culture and history, and these foods are such a great way to get a taste of it. We're really gonna miss this place. But next week, we are finally headed on a trip that was canceled back in 2020, and we could not be more excited to show you everything we have planned. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, join us on the next one, and until then, remember to live your own adventure.